6:30 on ABC, we have the Brian Kelly-less LSU Tigers traveling to Tuscaloosa to play the number 4 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. Both teams coming off a bye week. As I mentioned, Brian Kelly fired at LSU. A lot of changes going around there in the administration, not just in the football program, but the athletic department as a whole. State government's involved. It's a whole mess down there in the state of Louisiana. Looks like Alabama comes in as a 10.5-point favorite, 80% chance to win, according to ESPN.
Yeah, I just want to start with when is it not a whole mess in the state of Louisiana? Like kind of how they constantly operate. But look, I do find it interesting. You're not going to change your whole playbook in 2 weeks. Anyone who thinks that's a reality, it's not. What you will change is your play call tendency. So a lot of coaches watch you, see what your tendencies are on certain downs and distances. That's going to switch up when you change who's calling plays, which is what's going to happen this weekend for LSU. This LSU offense has not been great, man. They've not. And with Alabama's ability to force turnovers, they're a bend don't break style defense. And you swear they're terrible. Like the yards allowed stats are trash.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the points they give up. They don't really give up all that much. They force a lot of turnovers. And their offense plays like ball possession murder ball. I, I hate to make this text seem so short and so boring, but Kalen DeBoer doesn't really lose at home like ever. And then on top of that, like DeBoer at Alabama coming off the bye, his offenses are always so impressive. Georgia in 2024, they hung like 28 points in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
LSU last year on the road slaughtered them. They came out and hung was it 17 on the first 3 drives at Georgia this year? Like, so when I've been questioning you offensively, and the thing you've kind of been able to rely on is LSU's defense. Can you rely on LSU's defense against DeBoer's offense coming out of a bye? Because it's been the scariest thing on the planet is a Kalen DeBoer offense on his first 2 or 3 scripted drives coming out of a bye. They pick you apart, and your play calling and tendencies aren't going to change on defense. And then on the other side of the ball, like, how much do you think you really improve with Brian Kelly being gone? I like Alabama to win this game by anywhere from 10 to 17. That seems to kind of be where they play. I mean, let's look at what they've done at home, right? They blew out a crappy Wisconsin team. They blew out Louisiana Monroe in a pay-to-win game. 77-0, which is impressive. And they blew out Wisconsin. And then you won by double digits, 16 and 17 against Vandy and Tennessee. Like, they haven't really played stupid close games at home. And I don't really expect that to change with LSU and the state they're in right now. This doesn't feel like, sometimes you get the feel that you fired a coach and everything just kind of is easy and the team stays focused, kind of like how Florida feels, right? And sometimes everything feels like a circus. And that's what it feels like down at LSU right now.
Yeah.
So I like Alabama to get the job done.
Yeah, LSU's in turmoil. Alabama is firing on all cylinders, as it seems. And like you mentioned, DeBoer's record when he has a bye week, DeBoer's record at home, Alabama's record at home, to be honest, is immaculate. And so with all those factors, it looks like an Alabama blowout. And when I say blowout, I don't mean what happened last year. Because that's kind of rare in this series. I don't care how bad the other team is, or either of the teams. But I think Bama wins, and I think they cover the spread. And I think Ty Simpson actually has one of his Heisman performance games when you talk numbers, not necessarily his efficiency and just the way he plays the game, which is Heisman-esque and best quarterback in the country-esque. The passing yards is what he kind of lacks when you look at the likes of Mendoza, Moore at Oregon, like Marcel Reed, like these guys, like when you see the passing yard numbers, those kind of fall behind in that category. However, I think this is the game where he gets it and starts to get it done on that end. So you get a big Alabama win here.